Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at Vechain. I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. If you haven't seen the previous update, make sure to watch that before watching this one. It's going to be linked in the top right-hand corner of the screen. Now, without further ado, let's jump straight into the TA. So taking a look at Vechain on the daily chart from TradingView, the chart is pulled from Binance, and as you can see, we're breaking out of this channel down pattern, and hopefully what we can do is we can solidify above the channel. We don't want to come back down into it. So the lowest that we can potentially see Harmony 1 come back down to is around 0.0182, 0.0180. So that's hopefully going to be the retest of the channel's previous resistance, and then we can go and move forward from there. In terms of percentages, that is going to be a potential, well, around 20% drop for Vechain. Unless we see a very strong dip, a very strong correction, then in that case, obviously, all of the altcoins will be coming back down with Bitcoin. So that's what I see in terms of the pullbacks. But if we come back down into the channel down pattern, that's still not the end of the world. It's still okay. And hey, it's even better for anyone who is looking to buy into Vechain, as the lower the price, the better it is. And hopefully we can hold this low that we printed at the end of December. Now, pretty much all of the bear markets have been ending in December, and right now what we've seen is we've seen a pullback from January of 2022 into December of 2022, and as you can see, this was a year-long bear market here, and we've bottomed out here potentially, and now we're moving to the upside. We're going to start creating higher highs and higher lows, but we need Bitcoin to break the August high, which is sitting at $25,000. But I think we're going to see a little pullback before we eventually do that. Now, we are currently in this support block, anywhere between 0.02361 and 2 cents. So hopefully, in a very bullish scenario, we would stay in the realms of this support block, and from there we would continue to the upside. We're just around the 1.618 resistance level as well, which was the fib level that we were targeting initially when we had the drop down. So if you don't know how to use the Fibonacci retracement, there's going to be a link down below in the description to a video where I thoroughly explain how to use it, and you need to understand it because it's a very integral part of my technical analysis. So we have a swing high in November of 2021, and we have a swing low in May of 2021. Once you come back down and you break below the swing low here, below the first level, then your technical target becomes the 1.618, which is at 0.02362 cents. We landed on that level perfectly in June of 2022. We had a retracement to the upside in August, and then we had a drop below the 1.618. We almost got to the second fib level here at 0.01447, but we didn't really touch that level, and we just started this recovery. So hopefully this has been the bear market for Vechain, and hopefully we're going to be moving to the upside from here. If you want to set up some long-term targets, then we can use the Fibonacci retracement from there to the all-time high. And we're going to get some targets at $1.68, as you can see. Or you can use the November 2021 high, but technically the April high here is the all-time high. So that's what we're going to be targeting. So $1.68 for Vechain. From where we are right now, that would be a 7,700% move to the upside. I think that's quite doable. That's not too much, really. That's not too much. So potentially that is going to be our target, but we need the confirmation that this was our bottom, and I think that confirmation is going to come after Bitcoin breaks above the August high and after Vechain breaks above its August high as well. In that case, I think it's pretty safe to say that the bottom was in, and we can expect a strong move into August of 2023 with a pullback afterwards and a strong move at the end of 2023 into early 2024 with the halving coming around the corner. So you can see that we have been coming back down on the daily RSI, and I did tell you in the last update that you can target this purple support blocks as an entry. It was a previous important resistance level for us for a couple of weeks here. We were bouncing our head on it, then we broke above, had a back test of support, and then we broke above once again, and now we're coming back down. So if we lose this support block, the purple support block, I would be targeting the pink trend line for entries. That's going to be a very good entry point, because every time we've seen a bounce off of that, we had a pretty strong move to the upside. And if you dropped in even below that, you had an even stronger move to the upside. Well, in this case, not in May of 2022, but here in December, as you can see, that was a pretty strong move to the upside. So the pink trend line is really going to be your perfect entry if you're really looking for a really, really good entry point. Now, let's switch over to the Binance website. So taking a look at the weekly for Vechain, as you can see, we have been breaking out of this falling wedge, which is pretty good. This is a very good thing. Obviously, our technical target is all the way up here at 0.03204 cents. And that is going to be our technical target, because that is exactly where the wedge was created. We also dropped in a Fibonacci retracement here. So what we can do is I'm going to show you the swing low. So this was the swing low in October, and the swing high was in November of 2022. We had a pullback to the second fib level, which was a perfect entry point. We talked about this in the previous updates as well. And then we had the breakout, and currently we're even above the 20 EMA, which is very good. If we manage to hold above the 20 EMA, that is going to be a very strong signal that Vechain has been the bottom has been printed, because the last time we were above the 20 EMA here was in March of 2022, but we didn't manage to hold it as support, and we ended up coming back down lower. And hopefully this is not going to be a very similar situation. And ever since printing the bearish cross, this is really the first time that you could start holding the 20 EMA as support. But if we start dropping even lower, well then, we're probably going to have another couple of months in this sideways trend. And this was really just a way to liquidate a lot of short positions and a lot of long positions afterwards, which is understandable. That's what the market makers and all the exchanges really like doing. So, and taking a look at this large support block that I have, and I told you that we would come into this, if we came into this would be a good buying opportunity way before we were even close to it. And now we've dipped our toes into it, and now we're coming out of it. But I do think we might come back down into it and hold it, and just exist in this support block for a bit before we eventually start breaking to the upside. So the support block is set up anywhere between 0.02192 and 0.00887. So once we come back down into the support block, I think that's going to be a good area to dollar cost average. You also have, if I remove the Fibonacci retracement real quick, you can see that you have this smaller support block, and this is something that we have been back testing as support since June of 2022. And we had a couple of retests here in October and September. Then we broke below, we came back up, we broke above, and now we want to hold it as support. So as long as we hold this as support, we don't come back into the falling wedge, we're pretty set. We're pretty set here, and the bottom's probably been printed in. If it drops lower, hey, just dollar cost average, no big deal. But I think this support block anywhere between 0.02165 and 2 cents, that's going to be a good entry point for Vechain. But that has been it, really. If we take a look at the weekly RSI, you can see that we almost ran into this level that I gave you, the pretty important resistance level at 51.47. We didn't really hit that level, and now we're coming back down once again. So hopefully we can hold this level as support. This level is at 32.48. If we drop lower, well, so be it. But if we come back down to this level, just know that this is going to be a very good entry point. Okay, the last time we were around this area was in September of 2019 and also in June of 2022. So this is a pretty good buying area here. And all right, that's been it. Thank you all for watching. And if you really want to add something to the charts, or I missed out anything important, let me know down below in the comment section if I missed out anything. And also feel free to check out my Patreon. There's going to be a 7-day free trial for anyone looking to get involved in that community. Thank you all thank you to everyone who has been joining in the past couple of days. I really do appreciate it. And send in your requests. You can take a look at all of my content that I've been uploading since October of 2021. And if you like it, obviously you can stay. So that's it. Thank you all. Take care and goodbye.